Hey everyone, this is Harley, and you may notice that I've chosen a new recording spot just because I never seem to be able to get actual good lighting on my bed, and I realized that is because I'm not a good videographer. So yeah, got this new setup. I'm literally sitting inside of my closet right now, so you can tell I have all these old dresses that I never wear just hanging right here, and I have this purse that somebody gave to me, probably like my aunt, like a million years ago. And just because the natural light from my ceiling fan isn't actually enough, I actually have this little handy reading light here to make me look paler than I already am. But so, as some of you, or most of you by now know if you have watched my previous videos, I do a lot of writing, which means thought occasionally goes into the writing. Occasionally. Sometimes it's weird. But thought goes into it, and just developing the characters and the setting and the scenes and the plot itself. I just have to do a lot of thinking and a lot of just taking notes. And a lot of times I'll find myself, I'll sit down at my desk and I'll write a few sentences, and then I'll get up and I'll pace around my room, and then I'll sit down and write a few more sentences. And I was like, why? Why do humans do that? Why do we pace? So I did a little research, and humans actually pace for a lot of reasons. Some beneficial, some not so much. So let's start with the not so much side, because I'm kind of a pessimist. So pacing is a sign of ADHD, or ADD, quite obviously, like restlessness, the needing to move, and I definitely have ADHD. I've been diagnosed with it. And then it's also a symptom of anxiety, which maybe I have, maybe I don't, nobody knows. I don't know, actually. Like, sometimes I feel like I have anxiety, and sometimes I feel like I don't, which means I probably don't, and I mean, that's okay. Yeah, I don't have anxiety. That's great. That's wonderful news. But pacing is still a sign of anxiety, and it's not a good thing. Like, if you are constantly feeling anxious and pacing, get some help, okay? Please, for me. And then it is also a symptom of bipolar disorder. I didn't look into that one a bunch. I don't know a whole lot about bipolar disorder. So yeah, it's a symptom of bipolar disorder. I don't really know what that's about. Moving on. The good stuff. It is scientifically proven that pacing around actually increases brain activity and, like, enhances creative thinking. And I think that's really wonderful, that, like, our brains actually have a way of, like, physically inducing a creative chemical. Like, that's nuts. Like, people say, oh, you're either born creative or you're not. Like, no, bitch, just go take a fucking walk. You'll be fine in no time. Fucking Da Vinci loved walks. I don't know. Don't quote me. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea if Da Vinci loved walks. But, yeah. And it also is good exercise, like walking, good exercise. I feel like that's fairly obvious at this point, but pacing counts as walking. So, like, if you're one of those people, I'm not rich enough to have a Fitbit or, like, an Apple Watch or anything, but, like, if you're one of those, like, rich tryhards that has a Fitbit and, like, you pace constantly, then your steps are gonna be, like, through the roof, and all your friends are gonna be like, how do you get so many fucking steps in? And I'm like, insomnia and pacing. My god, I make such horrible jokes. I'm a bad person. I mean, we already knew that. But it's just become more evident. But I thought that was really interesting. Song of the day, Toxic Thoughts by Faith Marie. I personally like the Nightcore version better because I'm a fucking weeb, but that song always gets me pacing. Like, a lot of songs decrease anxiety for me. That one increases anxiety. So, like, I listen to it when I need to stay up really late. Question of the day, how much do you pace, and what do you find yourself thinking about when you pace? I think these are actually, like, really interesting questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will also be making an Instagram post with this question, and in my next video I will feature some of the answers from that Instagram post. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing day. And look, we have a visitor. Look, it's Callie. Say hi, Callie. Callie says hi, and that... Oh god, she's moving my tripod. This is nice. See you guys.